Welcome to Coins News Daily, where truth, history, and real market knowledge come together, and today we focus on the United States of America Roosevelt 1 dime 1974 with the D mint mark, a coin that most people overlook, yet serious collectors quietly hunt with precision and patience. At first glance, this dime appears common, but the real story begins beneath the surface. Because value in numismatics is not about age alone, it is about condition, rarity within condition. Striking quality, and rare errors that escape the United States Mint unnoticed. The Roosevelt dime was designed by John R. Cinnick and introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and by 1974, the Denver Mint was striking millions of these coins for circulation using a copper-nickel-clad composition. The standard weight of the 1974 D Roosevelt dime is 2.27 grams, with a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, and a reeded edge, and any deviation from these measurements can be your first major clue that something rare may be in your hands. Most examples are common, but collectors pay extraordinary attention to strike quality, especially the torch on the reverse, where strong horizontal lines known as full bands can dramatically increase the value when fully separated and sharply defined. A Roosevelt dime with full bands is not easy to find, and when combined with an ultra-high mint state grade from a professional grading service, the value can rise from a few dollars to staggering sums. Serious collectors and investors focus on coins graded by PCGS or NGC, because grading confirms authenticity, condition, and market trust, which is why uncertified coins rarely bring top dollar at auction. Now let us talk about errors. Because this is where the 1974 D dime becomes truly exciting, with off-center strikes, broad strikes, wrong planchet errors, clipped planchets, and double die details all commanding strong premiums. A genuine wrong planchet error, where the dime is struck on a foreign or incorrect United States planchet, can weigh noticeably more or less than normal and can be worth thousands when authenticated. Verified auction records show that top population full bands examples of the 1974 D Roosevelt dime have achieved prices exceeding $40,000 in competitive United States auction houses, driven by registry set demand and extreme scarcity at the highest grades. Error examples with dramatic visual impact have sold in the range of $5,000 to $20,000, depending on severity, eye appeal, and professional certification. Experts estimate that an extreme condition rarity example, combining perfect strike, full bands, and top grade preservation, could command an estimated high value approaching $70,000 in the strongest market conditions. This is why coin hunting knowledge matters. Because knowing where to look, what to weigh, and how to inspect strike details can separate a common dime from a verified treasure. Always examine the date and mint mark under strong lighting, inspect the torch bands carefully, weigh the coin precisely, and never clean your coins, because cleaning destroys value instantly. When it comes time to sell, trusted United States marketplaces such as Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, Great Collections, and certified platforms like eBay with third-party grading are where serious buyers compete aggressively. Coins News Daily always stands for honesty, education, and real collector truth, and the truth is that while most 1974 D dimes are common, the rare exceptions are extraordinary, and those exceptions are still out there waiting to be discovered. Today we uncover the real story behind the 1977 no mint mark Roosevelt dime, a coin that appears common at first glance, yet can reach astonishing prices when the right rare conditions are met. This dime was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why it carries no mint mark at all, and during 1977, hundreds of millions of Roosevelt dimes were produced for everyday circulation, making the standard version very common. But what separates pocket change from serious money is not the date alone, it is the variety, the strike quality, and the presence of genuine mint errors. The Roosevelt dime honors President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, whose leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left a permanent mark on American history, and since 1946 this design has been a staple of United States coinage, meaning collectors pay very close attention to even the smallest differences between years, dies, and production mistakes. The Official specifications of the 1977 Roosevelt dime are critical for identification, because the correct weight is approximately 2.27 grams, the diameter is 17.91 millimeters, and the coin is composed of a copper core with outer layers of copper and nickel, and any deviation from these measurements can be the first sign of something extraordinary. To identify a potentially valuable example, you must begin with the surfaces, because rare coins often show unusually sharp details, mirror-like fields, or extremely clean strikes, and if your dime appears unusually crisp with strong torch lines and clean lettering, you may be holding a candidate for professional grading. The most valuable 1977 no-mint mark dimes are not ordinary circulation strikes, but rather coins with verified mint errors, and these include off-center strikes, broad strikes without a retaining collar, double die obverse varieties showing clear doubling in the lettering, clipped planchets, wrong planchet errors, and dramatic misalignments that occurred during the minting process. Another category that drives prices higher is condition rarity, because while millions were made, almost none survived in perfect condition, and coins graded mint state 68 or higher by professional grading services become exceptionally rare. Placing them into a different financial universe altogether, grading is absolutely essential, because raw coins are opinions, but certified coins are facts, and professional grading companies such as PCGS and NGC authenticate the coin, confirm the error or variety, and assign a grade that the market trusts, which is exactly why graded coins sell for dramatically more money. Market demand for Roosevelt dimes has increased steadily, especially for error coins, because collectors are shifting their focus toward affordable series with explosive upside, and the 1977 no-mint mark dime sits right at the intersection of availability and hidden rarity. Verified auction records show that authenticated high-grade or major error examples of this coin have sold for prices ranging from several $1,000s to over $10,000, depending on the severity of the error and the assigned grade. The highest confirmed auction prices for elite specimens have reached amounts equivalent to $10,000 and above, while extreme condition rarities and dramatic errors carry estimated values that can climb toward $20,000 or more when competition intensifies. For the most dramatic and rare mint errors, such as major off-metal strikes or extreme double dies, expert estimates suggest potential values reaching as high as $30,000 when fully authenticated and presented to the right buyers. To sell a valuable 1977 no-mint mark Roosevelt dime for serious money, you must use real United States marketplaces such as heritage auctions, Stack's Bowers, Great Collections, or certified listings through major auction platforms where elite collectors actively compete. Never clean your coin, never polish it, and never attempt repairs, because cleaning destroys value instantly, and even rare coins can become nearly worthless when altered. Real coin hunting success comes from patience, knowledge, and careful inspection, because treasures are not found by luck alone. They are found by people who know exactly what to look for and when to act. If you own rolls of old dimes, inherited collections, or long-forgotten change jars, this is your sign to start checking carefully, because history has proven that yesterday's pocket change can become tomorrow's headline sale. This is why Coins News Daily exists, to bring you honest facts, real market knowledge, and the truth behind what coins are truly worth, without exaggeration and without myths. This story begins with a question that many collectors never ask. How can a coin that millions of people use every day suddenly become ultra-rare and highly valuable? And the answer lies not in the date alone, but in the tiny details, the errors, the condition, and the story frozen in metal. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and by 2015, the design had become one of the longest-running in United States coinage history. Struck for circulation at the Philadelphia Mint with no mint mark, a detail that already confuses new collectors and creates opportunity for discovery. The standard 2015 P Roosevelt dime is composed of a copper core with outer layers of nickel, weighing exactly 2.268 grams, with a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, and a reeded edge that should appear sharp and evenly spaced. Most examples are worth face value, but the real value begins when something is not normal, and this is where serious collectors lean closer and examine every millimeter of the coin. The most valuable 2015 P dimes are those struck with dramatic mint errors, including off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, double-struck examples, and especially wrong planchet errors where the dime was struck on a foreign or incorrect United States blank. Another key variety involves die errors, such as strong double dies visible in the lettering of Liberty, the date, or the motto "In God We Trust," where letters appear doubled or shadowed under magnification. Condition is everything, and uncirculated examples graded at the highest levels by professional grading services like PCGS and NGC can create major price separation, because perfection is rare even among modern coins. A 2015 P dime graded MS-68 or higher becomes exceptionally scarce, and population reports confirm that only a tiny number achieve this level due to microscopic marks from the minting process. Market demand increases when collectors chase registry sets, error specialists compete, and investors seek modern coins with explosive upside potential, all of which directly impacts final auction prices. Verified auction results show that top-graded 2015 P Roosevelt dimes have sold for amounts exceeding $100 in English words at major United States auction platforms. Extreme mint error examples, especially wrong planchet or dramatic off-center strikes with full date visible, have reached prices of $1,000 and beyond in English words when authenticated and slabbed. The estimated extreme high price for a unique, visually stunning, top-graded error coin could realistically approach $5,000 in English words if demand aligns and the error is spectacular. Error coin estimate values vary widely, but common off-center errors may sell for $200 to $500 in English words, while rare combinations can climb much higher. To identify a valuable example, always weigh your coin precisely, measure the diameter, inspect the edge, and examine the surface under magnification for doubling, cracks, missing elements, or abnormal shapes. Never clean the coin, because cleaning destroys collector value instantly. And always store potential fines in protective holders until professional evaluation. Grading is critical because it establishes authenticity, condition, and market trust, allowing buyers to compete confidently, which directly increases final sale prices. When it comes time to sell, trusted United States marketplaces include heritage auctions, Stack's Bowers, Great Collections, and certified listings on platforms like eBay with third-party grading. Knowledge separates spenders from collectors, and patience separates collectors from profit makers. Especially with modern coins where rarity often hides in plain sight. If you enjoy real coin knowledge, honest market insight, and discovering value where others see nothing, then like this video, share it with fellow collectors, comment with your questions, and subscribe to Coins News Daily for more true stories of American coins worth big money.